Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. I'm doing fantastic to all the haters out there. Anyway, let's listen to what Brendan Rodgers had to say on the game yesterday.
No, it was. To be fair, it was nowhere near the level of performance that we would want. I think you've got to give a big credit to Livingston. That David and his team worked ever so hard, scored very good goals, and the 4-2 scoreline looks more comfortable than what it actually was. So no, we're in the next round, which is where we wanted to be. But obviously, with injuries and guys coming in and having not playing, I thought it would be, but not as cohesive as what I would want. But listen, we got the job done in the end.
We definitely got the job done in the end, and let's face it, there's quite a lot of players out and injured, which hasn't helped Brendan Rodgers this season. There's now speculation about will Brendan Rodgers be sacked in the summer if he don't win the league, and I don't think that he will. And I'm going to tell you why in a different video tomorrow. I don't think when you look through the history of Celtic, when they went through certain periods, I don't think Brendan will be sacked, to the disappointment of some fans out there. Tell me what you think, because I definitely think that he won't be sacked. But Brendan Rodgers did say that it was not the kind of game that he expected Celtic to play yesterday.
Obviously, Dyson Media has made a big impact.
Yeah, it was brilliant from Dyson to get the hat trick. His movement, his runs, his desire to get in has got me his goals. So I'm absolutely delighted for him. Like you say, Nicholas is just starting to settle in, and then you see he was much more positive in that first half in particular, and done well.
It came to light yesterday that Nicholas Kuhn had actually been, when he first came to Celtic, he had a slight injury issue that was holding him back as a player. What is it with us signing players that are injured? Greg Taylor was asked about, talking about Dyson Myra. Greg Taylor was asked about Dyson Myra yesterday, and it was interesting to see what he had to say.
The office? It's a nice day office. Sandy's grown this year.
What do you think of it?
No, I want to see her whipped off, but if he keeps scoring goals like that, then he can do what he wants. He's such a threat at the back stick, and he showed that again today.
Yeah, and he wants him to get his hair shaved off. And to the people that said to me, would you grow your hair? Not a friggin' chance. Not a friggin' chance. But Dyson Myra, he had a fantastic game yesterday. Where has that Dyson been all season? There was a lot of players stood up to the mark yesterday, Nicholas Kuhn being one of them. He came onto a bit of game for the 70-odd minutes that he was on the pitch. And hopefully that's maybe an insight into the player that we're going to have with us next season. When you look at the players that might be here next season, because I still think, for one, that Matt O'Reilly will be sold this summer. I don't care what anyone says. I think Matt O'Reilly, he had that offer. Celtic had the offer. They rejected it at 18 million. And the fact that the Spanish side didn't come in with another offer, which suggests that Celtic would probably have considered selling him. If they come in with an offer of 20-odd million, we would have lost Matt O'Reilly this season. And people will say that Matt O'Reilly's not played as well. Will it be the fact that Matt O'Reilly will be away in the summer? Now, some of us did make a shout for James Forrest to start the game yesterday. He did get brought on in the second half. And what an impact James Forrest made to the game. I mean, I still think James Forrest can do it for Celtic. And people are saying that it's a sad situation when we look at the team and we're having to rely on James Forrest.
Yeah, it was I was probably at my happiest when James came on, because I seen genuine quality in the game. Touch, control, body work, everything. He's just a big talent. So yeah, I was really happy when James came in, because again, we took the ball well. Everything really we created was probably mostly down that right side, and the left side finished it off. So yeah, but James was excellent when he came in.
James was excellent when he came in. I mean, people are saying that James Forrest shouldn't even be at Celtic. He should have left ages ago. He's still got it, and he's still a Celtic player. And I said yesterday that he should have started the game, because James Forrest is a player that knows how to win things. He knows how to get to Hampden. He knows what it takes to get the team to Hampden. And that's what's missing in the team. And I did say yesterday, when Cameron Carter-Vickers, I mean, it didn't come to light till just minutes before the game kicked off, that Cameron Carter-Vickers had picked up a knock, and a slight knock, and it's nothing to be too worried about. Brendan Rodgers says that it looks like the player will still go away with the American national team. So it was more a precautionary thing than anything. And then you know what's going to happen. He's going to go with he's going to go away with America, and he's probably going to get an injury on that hamstring, which will rule him out towards the run-in for the season, unless it comes back with the scan, which he's going to get today, I believe. And if that comes back with anything, it might rule him out for the next couple of weeks. We hope it doesn't, because we really need him. And it's shown yesterday when the fact that we went from playing with Cameron Carter-Vickers and Carl Starfelt and at the back, and people dissed Carl Starfelt last season and the season before under Ange Postecoglou. People said that Carl Starfelt wasn't good enough, but Carl Starfelt and Cameron Carter-Vickers, when they played together, they very rarely lost, and Cameron Carter-Vickers has been out most of this season. And it just shows you that the partnership that those players had, when we're now going into games with Stephen Welsh, who's been deemed not good enough by Celtic supporters for a long time, and the one and only Liam Scales. People saying that Liam Scales is a fantastic player, but is he really the quality and the level that we need at Celtic? Look back some of the excellent defenders that we've had over the years, and tell me what you think in the comments section. Brendan Rodgers was then asked about the difficulties that he's had this season, and the fact that when we do go to Hampden, we will go with there, and hopefully some of the squad will be back playing. Some of the players that have been out injured for some length of time will be back, and will that make a difference?
That would be nice. That'll make the football smile a little bit more. Like I said, we had to dig it out today, but the guys have got us there, which is important, and now we can see who we can draw in the next in the semi-final, and then, like you say, hopefully we have a few of those players back that'll up the level of our performance.
Up the level of the performance after yesterday. That's one thing that every single Celtic fan said. It was absolutely terrible to watch. I mean, my WhatsApp was going crazy after the game with people at the game saying that it was woeful. It was terrible. But I mean, we all seen it on the television. It wasn't a great performance. The manager knows it wasn't a great performance. But look at the players that are out injured. Now, with that being said, Greg Taylor was also asked about the fact that Celtic aren't playing too well. When you look over the last couple of seasons, but we look at last season in particular, we seem to ease past teams and we won things quite easily. This season, it's not been as fluent on the pitch, and Greg Taylor was then asked, why is that?
Yeah, I think it's probably a couple of things. I think we can kill off moments better, but I think we can also be cleaner probably in our defending and in our passing. You give opposition joy by the 2 goals we conceded today, and yeah, that's quite disappointing. Livingston, of course, came here, competed. It was almost
It was a
nothing
cup
to lose,
game. Exactly.
and they caused us some problems. But we'll review it and look where we can be better. Sorry.
We can review it, and the thing is, it was a cup game. Of course, Livingston. Did we actually think that Livingston are going to come back and sit back and try and? They had nothing to lose. They had nothing to lose yesterday. They would be better going out and losing 4-2 like they did than going out and not trying and sitting back. I think the manager said, look, it's a cup game. Anything can happen. Just go out there, play your football. Don't think about what's going on in the league and just have a good time, and just go for it. At the end of the day, just go for it. So hats off to, people saying, it was ridiculous. There was one comment I'd seen this morning. It was ridiculous. The fact that you were celebrating a win against Livingston. It's the next round of the Cup. Doesn't every team celebrate going into the next round of the Cup? Or is it just in Scotland that you're not allowed to celebrate going into the next round of the Cup? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I've been out the country too long. Anyway, on that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, all around the world.